Well, the holidays are approaching really quick, and we are going to make some candied yams, sweet potatoes, however you want to call them. But I know this is delicious. So let's just get started. And I got about 3 pounds of some beautiful yams. I got some good vanilla. This vanilla here is from Haiti. Very, very good vanilla. Okay. I have some cherry juice that I'm going to use. I wish I had some crushed pineapples, but I don't have it. That's okay, because I'm going to use some pineapple extract. I'm also going to put some coconut in here as well. Okay, I got some butter. I got ginger, ground ginger, a little salt, and some allspice, nutmeg, brown sugar here that I'm going to use here for this, and of course our butter. I don't know what else I'm forgetting, but let's get to it, okay? Okay, so I'm just rinsing off my yams under some nice cold water, and I'm going to roast them in the oven for about 45 minutes. You could boil them. I like to roast them. It just tastes better to me when it's caramelized like that. And I'm wrapping in some aluminum foil, okay? But whatever is quicker for you, okay? I just prefer to do it this way. And I'm going to stick this bad boy in a 350-degree oven, okay, nicely wrapped for about 45 minutes until it's tender, but not all the way tender, okay, because I don't want it to crumble. Now I'm going to make our syrup. Usually people just throw everything together, but I like to do this separately. It's really quick, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to add my dark brown sugar to a pot, my butter, my white sugar. I forgot to record the white sugar part. Then I'm going to add some of my cherry juice to it, okay, and I'm going to add my spices. All right, so everything's already in here, and I'm going to just let this come to, and I'm just letting everything just melt together. It's going to be on a medium-low heat. You're not letting it come to a boil or anything like that. That's what it is, a quick syrup that we're going to use, and it's going to be really thick, okay, because there's a lot of sugar up in here. I'm not your dietitian, okay. You just want to stir everything as long as that butter melts in here to create that nice goop, okay. That's why these are called candied yams, okay. Now you see how thick that's getting? Look at that. And my loves, don't worry, the ingredients are going to be listed in the description box below. Trust me, I didn't forget about you. Look at that. It's getting nice and thick. Okay, now I'm going to add my cinnamon. All right. Add as much cinnamon as you like. Okay, but I'm going to use at least a good tablespoon of cinnamon for this. I just think it needs cinnamon. Okay, some people may not like too much cinnamon, but I mean, to me, listen, this is for Thanksgiving. The holidays are coming up. Let's add that nice earthy taste to your palate. Okay, that's what it is to me, especially when you're celebrating for the holidays. So I want that cinnamon flavor in there to really hit. Not to be overbearing, but to really hit. All right, so now we're not boiling this. I already turned off the heat, so the remainder of this butter could just melt. All right, so we have this. Now I'm going to add you have to have good vanilla. I'm sorry, there's something about having good vanilla that is so important. So this is about 2 tablespoons of vanilla. I'm gonna add a half a teaspoon of that pineapple, a tablespoon of that coconut. Okay, and this is how we're going to get that nice deliciousness here. And you're going to set this to the side, guys, until our potatoes are ready. Okay? Okay, so our potatoes are done. Now, you don't want the potatoes to be overly done. You want them to be tender enough where you could put a fork to it, but with slight resistance, because you don't want this to be mushy. But then again, it's what you like, okay? So I'm just taking them out. This is very hot, and it's easier to peel. Even though it's hot, you could run it under cold water while you're peeling it. Okay, and what I do, I like to slice them in half like that and then lay them. Now, if you want to cut them into rounds, you could do that, but I like to split them right down the middle and lay them like that on top of each other. Okay, that's how I like to do it. Okay. And my loves, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Press that notification bell so you can be notified of all my videos. Press that like button so we can push this video out there and let everybody know Jackie's cooking. All right. Okay, now we're putting on our nice syrup. Okay, again, this is very thick, and this is going to allow the potatoes to soak up that beautiful goop, like I call it. Okay, and it's going to thicken up even more. And because the porousness of the potatoes have been during the slight cooking process, is going to really soak in those sugars and those flavors are in our sweet potatoes. I'm going to bake my yams at 350 degrees for about 40-45 minutes, and voila. Just listen to that. Shh. Do you hear that? That syrup? Guys, don't forgive me. I'm just very extra. I am very extra, okay? And anybody who knows me very well will tell you Jackie is very extra and very dramatic. But look at that. My loves, you have got to try this recipe. This is delicious. Listen, when I did this, and some people like the sweetness of the sweet potatoes or candied yams next to their food, like on top of their rice or their chicken. There's something about that sweet and saltiness that just gets people really aroused. Okay, and I'm just ladling it so you can see it. But when it cools, it's going to thicken. You know, I was fixing my husband's plate for dinner. We had some roasted pork, pernil. Look at these yams, some rice and peas, some collard greens and cabbage. And of course, he was like, okay, put all that on top of the rice. And it's so good. But anyway, I'm talking too much. We got to go chow down. But my loves, do 3 things for me, and that's eat, love, and pray.